Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Chad, and this week I, if you can't tell, injured myself at practice. I had basically two options because I got this nasty quad injury. So it's like, well, doing my normal video requires me to stand. I could live stream, but I'm doing that on Saturday, so it just seems redundant. I could skip a video, which I really don't like to do, or I can do something a little off-kilter. Welcome to my bedroom. This is my definition of off-kilter. The normal video that I usually do takes me, standing and sitting and setting up and walking around for 30 minutes total. So that's not an option for me this week. So instead of skipping, I just wanted to give you guys a little short thing that I actually haven't done since August, which is a check-in on where I am in learning Japanese. I do them periodically. The last one I did was my 6-month check-in when I was studying at Genki Jacks in Japan. This is about 3 years into me learning the language, so I think I'm doing pretty good. I should warn you guys though, well, it's not really a warning, just kind of letting you guys know. So when learning a language is a lot like, going to the gym. The more you get in the habit of it, the more you can lift, the more you can do, the more your system can handle it. It's the same with like learning a language, so I was studying like 8 hours a day and making all this progress while I was in Japan. And then I took that time off to get myself better, I guess. And so what happened was when I finished getting myself better, I had to take back up learning in steps. So, I went from just learning 5 words a week and that was it, to going to 10 and then throwing on kanji, then getting back into grammar, and then getting back into regular reading and speaking practice. So there was this kind of slow build that took most of December to get back. Now that I'm in January, I'm kind of back in my pretty much full study routine, but there was that 1 month that kind of sucked. Now, I have a virtual flashcard deck right here on the phone as well as every other place because it's on the cloud. I recommend you guys do the same, but if you guys are wondering why I'm going to and from my phone. So the first thing is, how many words do I know? Chad, how many words do you know? Right now in this deck, this is, all the books that I had in the past minus like one. I have 3,682 words in it. So if I remember right, the N2 has about 6,000 separate words, so I'm well over halfway with that. The problem with this thing though is I don't enter in every word I know. I only enter in the ones I go through textbooks or learned in school or whatever. So all the words I learned from hanging out with my friends, all the slang, all the single words you learn from dialects, all the stuff I've learned talking to people at grocery stores or reading newspapers or manga or whatever, that's not included. So I think a conservative estimate of like the totality of the knowledge of words that I know is probably around 4,000. So next up is kanji. I have several different ways that I study kanji, but just in this flashcard deck with kanji alone, it's 1,106. Again, not including the kanjis that I just learned and knew from living in Japan or from reading or my own kind of separate study stuff. So, I would say probably close to 12 or 1,300 kanjis total. Mind you, sometimes I would be stronger on knowing the meaning of the kanji, or I'd be stronger on knowing how to read it but not necessarily knowing the meaning, which is really good. I read this study once that compiled, Japanese literature, and I think it said like 90% of all the kanjis used are the most common 1,000, which I agree with because I read the majority of stuff now without having too many problems. So next up is grammar. So where am I at in grammar? I am reviewing because I'm grammar is one of those weird things that you really need to review everything, but grammar you can lose quick, especially when it's not like your basic grammar where you're doing those basic, mas, masen, masen, deshita, mashita, masho, what they call conjugations, and you're doing like weird, obscure, like this is what you use in this one instance and it's for this specific purpose. You can kind of lose a lot of those. So I'm reviewing. This is an integrated approach to intermediate Japanese. I'm currently reviewing through, I think, chapter 8. This book covers N3 up until chapter 8 and N2 past chapter 8. So I guess I'm now reviewing into N2 knowledge, but I also have, I can't get up and get it. Right underneath my camera is one of my bookshelves. Both of my N2 textbooks are over there. So I'm going through that. So I think The remainder of this year is really going to be pounding N2 grammar once I'm caught up on reviewing these. Next up is reading ability. How good's my reading ability? I can read manga really without too many hiccups. I mean, there will always be words I don't know, but usually from context I can pick up most things. I started my first light novel where there's no pictures, it's just words. And that can go anywhere from really easy to what the hell am I reading, depending on, you know, where I'm at in the chapter or the book. And I really want to be able to read through. I have this one I bought from a Studio Ghibli store. It's Tonari no Totoro, My Neighbor Totoro, but it's like the light novel version of it. I really want to be able to kill through that whole thing by the end of this year and not like struggle with it. Newspapers, same thing. Sometimes I can get them, sometimes I can't. It just depends. Speaking ability, it's certainly gone down since I left Japan, but that's normal. You know, when you're not using it every day, your ability goes down. And so my speaking ability hasn't maintained. It went down, but it's not all gone. Like, I can still speak. I do, you know, a couple times a week depending on who I'm talking to. I do mostly reading because a lot of the comments on here is from that. But yeah, I can still speak. I can still have daily conversations. I can still get by. Where I lost my speaking ability was in the finesse of the language, the flowery bits that you kind of throw in to sound more, I hate the word fluent, but you know, to sound more fluid in your speaking. I lost a lot of that, which kind of sucks. But I am planning on going back to Japan twice this year. I really believe after 2 weeks you kind of pick it up. I'll do 2 one-month trips this year, as well as all the other trips I'm doing to like England and Canada. So yeah, that's where I'm at. This is about 3 years of me learning the language. I kind of started in early February of 2014, so this will be roughly like a 3-year anniversary. I think I've come a long way and I think I've accomplished a lot, but there's still a long way to go, and I'm excited to have you guys with me on that journey. So if you guys like this video, be sure to like it down below. Actually, clicking the button helps me a lot with this new stupid algorithm. If you guys have any questions about me learning Japanese or whatever, first suggestion, check out all my videos. I've made extensive videos on learning Japanese. And after that, if your questions aren't answered, comment down below, ask me, come to the stream on Saturday. I stream live every Saturday, and I do answer your guys' questions. And if you guys like my channel and you want to continue to follow me on this journey, as well as all the other random stuff that I do, consider subscribing. I put out 2 videos every week. One's a normal video like this on Wednesday, and one is a Saturday live stream. That's about it. I'm going to go now into a bath and heat this old muscle up, but I will catch you guys on Saturday, and just thank you. Thank you for being you. I appreciate it. Be kind to one another. I'll see you guys on Saturday.